All right, welcome back. Today is a day about trying to set up the suspension on this bike. I know there's lots of adjustability in these 6500s, but I know that these 6500s are more set up more firm. Whatever the valving is, or the shim stack, or however they've done it, is more firm than the ones that go in my XCW. That said, I've done quite a bit of adjustment on this. I think my comp is out at 20 right now, maybe 18, I'm not sure. Rebound in that 16, I think, somewhere in there. It's feeling pretty good here in Goshen.
Hey, welcome back. So today I am indeed in Goshen. Matt and Colin are with me. I'm leading this ride, so you're not going to see a lot of them. And today is a day about dialing in the suspension a bit more. Like I said, the inserts that come for this bike, the 6500s, are different than the ones that you get on an XCW. Then I'm not entirely sure how they're different, but I think the shim stack is probably different, but it may also be that the inner chamber spring is probably heavier. Then today we're just riding around, no particular goal other than put some hours on the bike and a little throttle therapy for the mind.
Ain't gonna catch you when you get that grab that gear and get up top.
Well, Colin saying he wasn't going to catch me is not entirely true. You get on this double track, and that's his jam, so he'll go pretty quick, and I can't catch him. But on a straight heads up, I think that Colin's bike, being a TX, is not very far off this new XC, though the XC certainly hauls ass. So I did say we're not working on anything today, or at least I'm not, other than the suspension, but this was an opportunity to try and just hang with Colin going down this downhill. Downhills typically put me off a little bit and get in my head because you can't really stop. You can only just keep going a little faster to keep control. Counterintuitive, I know, but that's just the way it is.
Let that beautiful suspension of yours work a little bit more.
What Colin's referencing there is just get on the pipe a bit more to jump some of the gaps and let the suspension eat it. And I'm not worried about the suspension eating it so much as I'm worried about me eating it.
I can't even fucking see anything.
Nope.
Holy fuck.
It was a big guessing game.
Dude, I'm sitting there just going, I hope Dave doesn't crash.
Okay, yeah.
It was pretty thick in here. With a lot of rain this season, things have grown up quite a bit, and I don't know that Goshen's gotten a lot of riding over the summer just because it's been so wet. But what's needed is maybe a day of folks coming in here and kind of cutting things back a little bit to keep this open.
What the line is here. Might go to clutch. Look at me, I'm ripping single track. Yeah, baby! Look at me go! Oh, fuck, corner!
Usually every fall there's a big group ride here in Goshen, and I'm really looking forward to it. I hope I can make it this year, because you get into these big groups and then the groups kind of break down into the fast, the mediums, and not so fast, and it's a lot of fun. Last time I was out, I got asked to run sweep for the fast guys, and I gotta tell you, we went blistering through all of this. The goal was to get to a country store somewhere around noon. I think we got there at about 10:30, and that's after stopping a couple times to kind of just play on some hills. So the group was moving pretty fast.
Come on!
So this year we've been spending a fair amount of time up at Crab Mountain prepping the course up there for an upcoming race. That race was going to be part of the MBDRA Hare Scramble series for this year, and that's a bring back, I guess, of a race that had been done in 2018 when Alexis had built a track there. And as it turned out, we just didn't have enough time to build out enough track to cover off all the classes of riders. So it would have worked well for the expert, the intermediate A's, and probably the intermediate B's. After that, though, it got a little questionable. That doesn't really matter, though, because the track that we were building was one that had been flagged by FMSQ because they're coming here for a big event, and that event's next weekend. And if you have any interest in motorbikes, quads, racing off-road, you really ought to come up to Crab and check this one out. There are going to be hundreds of riders, and the course itself is pretty frickin' amazing. Alright, another thing I'm learning about this XC is it climbs easier when you're in the soft map, which I'm not in right now, and I suspect it'll climb easier when I swap out this AT81, which is not my favorite tire. It works okay, but it's not my favorite tire.
Made it!
Well, that's getting us pretty close to the end of the video, so I'm just going to let her play out from here, and I'll see you next time.
Fuck! Whew. She's hot now.